Hi, everybody. All right, I think we are live, and I am really excited for anyone who's joining on this live. Samantha Shea from Branches of Vibrational Healing will be joining us shortly to talk about miracles in March miracles. So while we are waiting for her to jump on and join me, I am going to lead us in a brief meditation. And one moment. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Got my crystals. And are you ready for a lovely little meditation before Samantha pops on? All right. So I invite you, as we wait for our guest, to go ahead and get comfortable in your seat. And with your eyes closed, just settle into your chair. And breathe in deeply through your nose, out through your mouth. And sighing on the exhale, settling into the now beautiful moment. Allowing all the thoughts and the tensions from the day to gather as if in a bag behind you, just letting it go into the earth. And settling, really connecting to the earth through your seat and your feet. Feeling the vibration of Mother Earth below and the divine above, and you as a conduit between the two. And as you continue to breathe, you may want to place your hand gently on your heart center. Really just get comfortable, allowing your thoughts to float in and out like clouds. Breathing in what you need and out what you don't need. And as you sit here, breathing in gratitude and peace, I invite you to imagine that you have this beautiful golden energy softening at the crown of your head, softening inside of the space of your head, softening your forehead, truly illuminating and relaxing all of you, allowing your jaw to soften, allowing this golden light to travel to soften your shoulders. You can roll them if you'd like. And to soften your heart center, allowing this glow to illumine your heart center. And allowing the golden light to travel down through your belly, in through your hips, and your legs, your arms, all the way to your fingers and toes, so that your whole body is vibrating with golden, nourishing, relaxing, warm light. Breathing in And sign out on the exhale. Oh, and I'm just finishing the live stream and the meditation. I see Samantha's here. Welcome. I just added you. Hi.
Hello.
Hooray, it worked. And it looks like we have 3 people who are here. If you want to add your name and where you're watching from to the chat so we can see, that'd be really exciting. We can say hi to you. And thanks for coming, Samantha. Glad that
Yeah,
you're here.
I'm excited. I don't know how to use this, so
It's your first time using StreamYard, yay.
yeah, it is. So how do I see you and me,
Yeah.
and then am I supposed to see like chat or anything or nothing?
I don't know if you can see it on your end. I can see the chat on my end. Maybe it's only me, but Felicia is here. Hello, Felicia.
Hi, love.
I got to meet her in person a little while ago, so that was exciting.
On Sunday, right at the fair.
Yes, at the fair. Hi, Felicia. Glad you're here.
Woohoo!
Yay. Yeah, so while you were finishing up with your other appointment, I did a little meditation just to get us into the Zen zone to relax. And we're talking about March miracles. I honestly don't have anything planned, but we are the miracles, and Felicia's a miracle, and anyone else watching is a miracle. So, welcome to the energy of March. We are glad to be here with you.
Yes, March is going to be a beautiful wild ride, I would say.
I keep hearing that, like, especially in people who follow astrology. I guess it will be like a wonderful and, yeah, like you said, wild ride. So let's get this month started. Let's get the party started.
Well, it is the first, that's for sure.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I heard you when I signed on. I was like sitting in the back behind the curtains, whatever.
Mhm.
And you were bringing in golden light and loosening up the shoulders.
Yeah.
What made you choose the gold?
Well, I love gold. I identify with that color. I mean, it is like a color of abundance, a color of, in my opinion, generosity. The sun, like the children of the sun, like the Incan concepts. Yeah, so it's beautiful. Yeah.
I was just wondering because I signed on, and as soon as you said gold, I was like, ooh, gold. And I had just run from the bathroom and I decided to go outside just to breathe real quick. And it was interesting because I literally was like, I call on the divine energy of the sun and the warm golden sun. And I
And
come
then
in,
I
you're like,
said gold.
gold.
I
Because
love it.
I feel like too with these March miracles, like people have this and if there's anyone on there, since I can't see that we want to do readings for, just let me know because I don't see anybody.
Yes, we will do readings if you'd like. It looks like one person is tuned in at the moment, but as people log in or log off, just comment and we can do a reading for you.
Yeah. So with the energy of like miracles, I had this one client once who said, well, there's a book of miracles and like there's no miracles that happen every day. Like miracles is something that's like religious based. And I was like, absolutely not. A miracle is anything that really brings you a feeling of joy, right?
Mhm.
And I feel like the gold is that illumination, it's that wisdom, it's that warm energy of the sun. And everything that's happening in the world is bringing forth that like it's bringing to the surface the harm of the wounded masculine that's been on the wounded female, like feminine, right? Not female, feminine.
Right.
And so like the more we allow ourselves to focus on things that bring us joy and happiness, we can bring in that warm golden sun. We can bring in that healing of the divine masculine to feel more safe in our expression. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what March is calling. So I love that you called it March Miracles because I was like, dude, that makes sense.
Meant to be. It looks like Felicia wants a reading. She commented.
All right. Do you want to go first and then I'll go, or do you want me to go first?
This time I'll have you go first, please. I usually like to go first, but this time I feel like I'd like to sit back for a moment.
I'm gonna grab a card. Hold on.
Perfect. While you do that, I'm just going to connect in. So we are not ignoring you, Felicia. I'm
Nope.
connecting to spirit, and Samantha is too.
So Felicia, there's a lot of Greek energy coming in for you. It's interesting because I'm literally seeing you with this like crown on with these thorns, but the thorns are funny because they're gold. But I am being shown you really stepping more into your quote unquote power, but first really getting your health on board. They're bringing in a lot about antioxidants to raise your physical vibration of your human vessel. I'm being seen a lot with grapes, with fruits of like a deep red nature, and there's a lot of energy with I'm like smelling rose. I'm not seeing roses, but I'm smelling roses. And you really just like loving your skin. Like you're bringing out a lot of your inner beauty to the world. And now it's like your physical body is ready to also, in a sense, upgrade into this golden goddess energy. There's a lot of I don't know mythology of Greek and Rome, but I just keep hearing Venus, 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 Venus. And I am seeing you walking on this path to step into your goddess energy. May is going to be a very expressive month for you. So this month it's really about like hibernating while you're still sharing your gifts, but hibernating inward to listen intuitively to your body, to eat rich foods with antioxidants. Um, they're saying that right now, as you're allowing your inner frequency, as in bringing spirit more deeply into your vessel, that it's important to focus on also um, what you're eating, what you're, because I'm hearing that there's free radicals being released and they're being like, pew, 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 like spit out of you into the universe for like healing. So it's you bridging and bringing communion with you and the goddess energy with your physical vessel. I'm also seeing that Archangel Michael coming forth. I know that you work with him, but like he's coming in strongly to help you with expression, not just how else he works with you, but he's really coming in with like helping you stand sternly and firmly in your expression so you can show up fully in the world. And he's saying to call on him when tensions with relationships gets uncomfortable. And with relationships, he's saying he's referring to family, old friendships being fully released. And so it might cause some triggering moments in you of discomfort, but to call him in to support you with these thoughts of discomfort, because they're simply thoughts. They're not your actual reality in your being. So yeah.
That is amazing.
And
Was there anything else, or should I jump in?
you can go ahead. Angel of Guidance just came forth for you. Whoops, can't see it.
I love that.
Where am I supposed to go? Here we go.
You did it right.
It says a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. Hone in on your inner true virtue.
I love that. I don't have my cards here, but I love that.
I'll pull some for you.
Okay. And someone else is watching. If you're watching, please comment. We want to hear from you, and maybe you'll get a reading. For now, I'm going to go into Felicia's reading. Don't have my cards, but I am going to do little Akashic records briefly. All right, so Felicia, I invite you to close your eyes and take a couple of nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I connect a golden beam of light from my heart to yours, Felicia. And I allow this golden beam of light to encircle us so that only what is for the highest good may enter here. We're surrounded in loving protection. And I call in your wise and compassionate spirit guide to step forward. And it's interesting because even before I said I call in your wise and compassionate spirit guide, it was kind of funny to me because Goddess Isis was almost like elbowing her way in or like taking her wing and being like, listen, it's going to be a message from me before anybody else. And this makes perfect sense, especially the conversations we were having about Goddess Isis before. So I'm going to see what message she has for you. I'm going to tune into what she has to share with you. And I just feel the vibrations in my head from her. So she's immediately saying you're not alone. She's reminding you, and you know this, but it's simply a reminder of love, that you have many people and spirit guides supporting you, that you can ask for help whenever you need to. And she said she has so many beautiful things in store for you. She is grateful that you work with her because she's going to add a lot of fun things to your life, like beautiful, fun things. And I see her like lining them up, like saying, first Felicia will get to do this, and then she'll get to do that, and then she gets to do that. And it's almost like a row of presents that she's showing me. She is like lighting them up one by one. And the reason why she's showing them to me as presents is because they will surprise you and they will be very synchronistic, kind of when you least expect it, but just being open to the miracles of March. And let me see if there's anything else that she has to share for you. She's just sharing like a little bit more about relaxing into what is coming. She's just showing me some of the tension and showing me tension in your shoulders in particular, both of your shoulders, and encouraging you to get maybe like a massage or doing something nice for yourself, maybe like a salt bath. And I'm asking if there's anything else for now. She's just kind of like, dear one, I'm so proud of you. You've come so far. So I thank you, Goddess Isis, and I give you back your energy, Felicia. Take back mine. Thank you. Closing the circle. Thank you. That was fun.
Great job. I loved it. I pulled cards for you while you were doing the reading.
For Felicia, or I love you too, Felicia. She's putting hearts in the comment. For me or for Felicia?
For Felicia, like as if you were pulling the cards for her.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
So the first one was Goddess of Sacred Path.
Perfect.
And it said, let go of logic and trust your intuition.
Yes.
The second one was Angel of Prayer. says, ask the universe and angels for help and guidance. Do something for yourself. So that's probably that self.
See, it's all in line with what I was saying.
And then this one too, I was like, woo! Angel of new life, and it's like the rebirth.
I love that photo. I mean, that it's not a photo, but you know what I mean. That painting or drawing, whatever. It's gorgeous, and she's golden.
Right?
Yeah.
And it says an exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold.
Wow, Felicia, I'm excited for you.
Woohoo! Exciting.
There's someone else who popped on. Would you like a reading? Whoever is watching, comment if you would like a reading, because Felicia got a reading from both of us.
And also, Felicia, I heard Venus coming in because Venus is the Roman version of the Greek goddess that was coming in for you, which is Aphrodite. So I got clarification there.
I was actually thinking Aphrodite. That makes sense.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like she's like, nope, it's my counterpart in that other mythology.
Yes,
I'm like,
loving, very loving Venusian. Yes.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, I
And
don't see anybody else on here right now, but do you want to do readings for each other?
sure.
Or- okay.
I'm always ready to receive since I've learned the power in doing that.
Yes.
Do you want me to give you one first? Do you want to give me one first?
I think I'll go first since I'm pretty much tapped in already. All right, so connect to you again. So getting comfortable and with your eyes closed, if you would like to take a couple of deep breaths. And I connect a golden beam of light from my heart to yours, Samantha. And I allow this beautiful golden energy to surround us with loving protection so that only what is for the highest good may enter here. And I call on your wise and compassionate spirit guide, asking them to step forward so I may see them and hear their name. So I have Melchizedek coming in, and I'm going to ask Melchizedek to take me to a place for you where you can receive some messages. Okay, so what I'm seeing, I believe it means, and I'll let you also think about what the interpretation is for you. But I'll just explain what I'm seeing first, and then we'll leave that open to interpretation. How about that? So I'm seeing like as if you were a child going sledding, and it's like a hill with snow on it, and you're getting ready to go down the hill, but the snow is like very iridescent, glistening, almost like a pearl color. It's not like regular snow. And then on the sled, there is like a rainbow color. So as you go down, there's a rainbow. And I'm seeing like a lot of playful children's energy. And I'm asking if this means if this means the playful energy, despite the wintry outside. Asking about this. So the message I'm getting is that Samantha has gotten so very good at incorporating this kind of like playfulness into her life. She is somewhat of a rock star in this area. And she teaches others how to have this joyful nature. But has it been easy to get to this point? Absolutely not. Make no mistake about it. This is not something to fool you with. This is Samantha having put in very much a lot of work and a lot of intention into her life to open up this gift of joy. This is beautiful.
I got goosies.
Love it. And I agree with Melchizedek.
I do too.
Yes. You worked hard to get here.
Ah,
Let me see if there's any last messages for you.
tell the man I'm gonna continue to have joy.
Oh, I got the message. You absolutely will. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I give you back your gorgeous energy and take back mine. Close down the circle. Thank you, thank you.
You can keep the energy, it's fine.
I'll keep the joy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that so much, cause thank you so much for that.
you're welcome.
Cause as we tend to, you know, I was just writing what you were saying to me. Because as we tend to like step more into our power, gifts, purpose,
Hmm.
sometimes it can be hard to lose. It can be, how do I say it? We can lose track of that joy aspect. 'Cause it's like, well, we want to get things done. Like we have a business to run and we have this to do.
Yes.
Right. And I've been keeping that like, no. Because the second I tasted joy, I was like, oh, this is worth whatever I'm doing. So I love that you just gave me that reminder because and also with Melchizedek, I used to call him in, and I haven't in a while,
Yeah.
like, for stuff from me. So
Yeah.
he's like and it's interesting because I have to show you this because I've been asking for I've been setting intentions around I allow myself to receive and I pull in a life of safety, joy, abundance in all areas of my life.
I love it.
And so that is law of attraction, right? Asking for that and intention,
Yeah.
right? And then look, he's on my wall, Melchizedek.
Perfect.
So when you said that, I was just like, he's right there.
He's
He's
watching.
like, yes, yes, my child. Continue to have fun because it's important, like especially in the quote unquote spiritual community, to
Mhm.
bring joy into our sessions and with people because it makes them less fearful of tapping into their own power. You know,
Yes. Yes,
um,
the joy is powerful. Mhm.
yeah. And I used to sing this song as I was driving to work as a nurse when I was like, and be like, I'm a rock star. Yeah.
See? Yes.
So that was just awesome. So thank you.
You're
Validation.
very, very welcome.
All right. And when you were connecting to me, I could feel you. And we were put into this literally like it was like this dome of golden light forming
Mm,
all around us, like
that's what
sun.
I felt. Yep.
Ah,
Mhm.
it was like,
I
whew.
love
I was like, I just want to play in this forever. Oh.
it.
All right. So are you ready for a message?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's see. See, we don't even need anyone because we're just like, let's just play.
That's
You
the
know?
best. I
Yeah.
mean, even at the last psychic fair I did, every time I did a reading, I said, "Are you ready to have fun?"
You're like, yes.
They're like, "What does that mean?"
I don't think I remember what fun means. We live in a world of not fun. All right. Anyways, having too much fun over here. All right. So, let's have a fun reading, shall we?
All right.
So I'm just gonna reconnect my heart to yours, this golden light, surrounding us in this beautiful golden sphere of protection, love, wisdom, healing, and grace. It's funny, there's food coming in again. Common theme. So Spirit is going to give you a message specifically for you for the month of March, going into, they're saying April 15th, 16th, April 14th, 15th, 16th. So they're showing me you walking as though, and I'll interpret this in a moment, but they're showing me you walking with like a horse by your side, but almost walking behind you, and you have this white cape on, and you're holding this, like a it's not a torch, they're saying yet, but it's something. You're holding it in your left hand and you're walking and you're like, "When am I just gonna get there?" And it's just open field in front of you, and there's like this, almost like sand, but it's very gentle beneath your feet, and you're, like, walking through this gentle sandstorm, and you're like, "Alright, I'm getting tired, like, I'm getting tired." And I'm asking, what is this symbolizing? They're saying that to remember that you're a warrior of the night as well as a warrior of the day, to
Mhm.
not let the pressures that come up from gravity that comes forth from gravity get to you. Don't let these weigh you down. Allow yourself to see through the sandstorm, through the specks, into this beautiful illumination of white light. Don't forget to call in the white flame of Christ consciousness to move through you when you feel like getting off your horse and you're tired.
Mhm.
You can walk beside your horse or you can ride your horse. Either way, you're going to get to the same journey. It's just a matter of honoring yourself along the journey. Don't throw the white flag in when times get tough. They're bringing forth the energy of like potassium, calcium, zinc, and magnesium, your main electrolytes, to really ramp in and do intuitive practices on like, do I need more potassium today or more magnesium? Do I and to connect with the minerals and the vitamins of earth to support you, particularly in the month of March, because there's going to be moments of like highs and
Mhm.
some moments of just neutrality, and to know that in the neutrality you're still at a high.
Mhm.
And your same with what was coming in with Felicia, but your physical body is adjusting because you're really allowing more light into your body, but
Mhm.
also into your life. So to honor that, the more your heart chakra opens and you expand into you to share that and be in service to the world and to society and to humanity, you have to be aware of the energy of how it affects your heart. So just to bring in that balance. There's going to be a lot of gifts coming to you, especially towards the end of March into the middle of April. So keep your eye on the prize and don't worry about how you get the gifts, what the gifts are, and in what value they're coming in, because they're going to open a lot of doors. I see
Mhm.
the fall being very abundant for you, especially the summer. It's just a matter of trusting the path and not getting swept up by
Mhm.
the times of loneliness, because you are a warrior. Um, And they're saying that your cape is pure, to not let anything that's impure come into your awareness because it's not needed. That is not your path.
Beautiful.
And they're also saying, watch your toes. Watch your toes. And I'm like, what does that mean? And they're saying, watch where you're walking, as in be aware, be the observer of where you're walking. And if your energy is needed there anymore, be aware.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm mixing in my humanness with this message from spirit, but you are a fucking ray of sunshine.
I try my best. There's so much shit in the world that I'm like, let's be bright sunshine, Ray.
I was, like, literally just showing, like, the sun, like, being dropped on you and, like, a big smiley face in it, and was like, "Yeah, now really pack it with a punch." That's why I had to add the swear word to it, so
Yes. That
there you go.
was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love it.
Beautiful. So, anyone else log on or no? Just us still chilling?
Let's see. There's two people watching right now. People have been hopping on and off. If you're listening and you want a reading, let me know. Comment. I'm putting this again.
Free.
If you'd like a free reading.
Free.
Free.
F-R-E.
We normally
Free.
charge. You're saving lots of money by hiring us right here. Abundance for you.
Yes. I've been I don't even know what I was about to say. Um, I mean, I do, but it went away real quick. I've been going through these, like it always seems to be, like, every other month I go through these shifts of, like, how much work and time do I put in to business
Yeah.
and showing up for others versus, like, myself because
Yes.
and it's like it's gotten easier because as soon as that happens, it's like abundance of clients coming. I'm like, "Oh, cool." But I'm realizing that I'm literally being called to be that true, like, observer to my nature of, like, the shifts of what I'm going through.
Mhm.
And, for 34 years, well, what I didn't work for 34 years because that would be child labor. But, like, um, for, like, half of my life, I worked either 2 jobs or 3 jobs. So it's all I gave my time to.
Right.
So now it's, like, finding that balance and, like, I'm doing good at it, but there's still moments of, like, am I showing up with lack? And,
Yes.
so your reading with Melchizedek was like, "No, I'm not." Because anytime you're bringing the vibration of joy into anything, that's not lack, that's love.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, so I appreciate your reading a lot, it meant a lot, so thank you.
You're welcome. I think a miracle that came up for me just yesterday, and I know we're talking about March, but I went to the gym. I joined a different gym. And as I was working out with these, like, love them 20-year-olds, and I'm more than twice their age. But I was like, yeah, see, I can still do these things. And even though I have like this pain in my shoulder and that I tell you about all the time, and my arm or my neck, whatever, osteoarthritis from getting older or whatever, I was realizing my whole point in bringing this up is that a lot of it is like lies that I have brought into this part of my body, and that is like an imbalance in masculine and feminine, which we've talked about before.
Mm,
And that's why I like hold this blue kyanite that's supposed to help with balancing
mm,
the masculine and the feminine. But oh, Felicia left us a message. She said, I've got to go, but thank you both so much for the readings. If anyone else is on, ask for a reading. True. Yes. Right now, I don't think we have anyone yet, but people are popping in and off. Um, but yes, going back to the pain in my shoulder, and I realized that, in going into that space of being the observer, you realize how much else you may be lying to yourself about.
mm,
Like, you might think, oh, I'm not doing enough of this, or I'm not being enough of that, or whatever it is, and then you're like, is that true, or is that just my story I'm telling myself? Because, yeah, I'll give you an example of like at the fair that I went to, I was thinking, oh, I'm fairly still newish at this, whatever. I had two people come up to me and they said, I've heard about you. And I was like, you have?
mhm,
I know I texted you about this, but just to share that, like, don't doubt yourself if you're watching this video, and don't tell yourself lies. And if you hear lies, just be like, that's not true. And you know your truth, you know who you are, and go back to that.
yep. And, like, it's not something that we seek out, right, when we're stepping into, like, our quote unquote "power," but you showing up for that, fair, because I know you had some questions, but I feel like I got into your head a little bit when I said, like, I
You
wasn't
probably did.
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt so. I was like, "Dude, you need to go." I got a yes right away before I pulled your card.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience. There were no problems.
Yeah.
And actually, I have a quick story, but I'll let you finish. You were starting to say something.
Yeah, so the thing I was gonna say was that, it's not that we need validation or that, like, approval that we're supposed to be places, but when things like that happen and the people are allowing themselves to share something when you and you receive it and you're like, "Oh, you did hear about me?" It's like it's not that it's an ego boost, it's like a,
That's
"Oh," it's an
yeah.
acknowledgement, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And it's just, like,
It is.
humbling. So and, like, when people send me people, they're like, "Oh, yeah, I sent you 5 people." I'm like, "You did? Thank you." Like, that makes me feel really good because I don't seek validation. So when it comes,
Yes.
I acknowledge and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I
Yes.
am doing something right, even though I feel like I'm doing something right," you know? So that's beautiful.
Mhm. Yeah, the validation is beautiful.
And
Yay.
before I forget, you can tell me your story in a moment.
Yeah.
That kyanite, have you tried where's mine? Here you go. Have you tried putting it where you have the pain and laying on it?
No, but I love that idea. I have in the past put like crystals on top of me to feel more grounded, but I haven't done that. Hmm.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I would suggest I encourage you to do that.
Yeah, because this I figured out too, like this is my arm from like my mouse. This is where I'm like clicking, doing things. And I'm sure from the repetitive motion of my last job, where I did a million different things in a short amount of time, that's like my trauma that I put into my body. So,
Mhm. Yep.
yes, um, I will give that a try. Sounds great. The story that I was going to share is from the fair. I set the intention that I wanted only heart centered clients. And I saw a manifestation of that in that there were two clients who were fighting at my table. And I'll explain more so that you can understand where this is going. So, one woman came up to my table, the other was sitting in the chair. And so I had just finished a reading for somebody else. And I looked over, this other woman came to my table and she said, "Oh, can I go next?" And I said, "Oh, well, this woman's here in this chair." I didn't know like who signed up first or any of that. There wasn't even time for me to like ask questions because all of a sudden this woman who was standing up got very angry and she was like, "Well, you deserve the reading more than I do, or you clearly need more than I do." And the woman who's sitting down, she was trying to be nice about it. She was like, "Oh no, like if you want to go," and the other woman was just like, "No." And so she ended up getting mad, going away, and actually like took herself out of the equation. Like she wasn't being heart centered, is my point.
Mhm.
And then she just left. And I was like, oh, I mean, I wish her all the best. I'm sorry she was having a bad day, but I appreciate that my intention came true, that only the heart-centered people remained as my clients. And that's a perfect example of that. I asked for this intention, and then there's like a little fight, and then the person causing attention left. So
Totally.
yeah.
Don't you love when that happens? It just like unfolds right in front of you. You're like, oh.
I know, I was watching, I was like, this is what I asked for.
Mm-hmm. And have
Yeah.
we talked about when I mean I can't remember, but have we talked about when you are feeling off or you've been going through transitions in your life and that those are the clients that come to you?
I don't know if we have. Say
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
So in Maria and I's podcast, I mentioned this in one, I think it was in the Law of Attraction or one of the episodes, but I noticed it. I was like, wow, when I'm doing a disservice to myself, as in if I'm like self-sabotaging, staying up at nighttime,
Mhm.
knowing I have a busy day tomorrow or knowing I have stuff to do, it's like I also and it's like I'm not even doing anything. I'm just like refusing to go to sleep because I'm like, I'm powerful, like blah blah blah.
I'm powerful. I
So
don't need sleep.
yeah, it's like and not anymore. I need sleep. But I realized that those were the clients I was getting. Like, yes, I would ask for the right client at the right time, the ones ready to receive.
Right.
And it would be clients that it wouldn't necessarily be like that they're not sleeping, but it would be like you're doing something to prevent you from showing up for you. Like, and it
Mhm.
would show up in different ways. And
Interesting.
it was just super interesting because I was like, and the days where I was having like issues in my life, well, for example, like I can't think of any readings right now, but oh no, I can. So when I'm having like issues with immediate family members or loved ones' families, and I'm like talking it out with them, or like I'm ignoring situations because I'm like I just don't want to put energy in it.
Mhm.
That's literally what comes up in the sessions, but it's coming up so I can compassionately show up for those clients to share with them like what to
Right.
do and how to hold space, but also how to not react and to not take in other people's shit.
Yes.
But it's like I'm giving myself advice at the same time, you know?
I totally understand what you mean. There have been many readings that I've done for people where something will come in and I think, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's also for me.
Yep.
Little reminder from the universe.
Yep.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. And also when I, um, probably like 2 years ago, yeah, when the universe was, like, guiding me, like, "Hey, you gotta stop taking your Adderall because it's causing you, like, in the future to get really sick." And I
Mm,
was like, "Oh, okay, well, like, how can I be in this world without taking it? Like, what like, crap."
mhm.
But what I was getting was clients who also had some type of addiction to something where they felt like they couldn't be themselves without it.
Oh, right.
And I was like, "Wow, here I am trying to empower them, give them tools while this whole time spirit's like, 'Stop.'" And I had stopped, and then I'd be like, "Well, I can just take a half one today because I am all over the place."
Yeah.
And until I realized, like, being all over the place is me, and it's, like, part of my superpowers. Like, it's nothing to shame.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
but I was getting clients that had these addictions, and I was like, "I didn't think I was addicted." And they're like, "You're putting something in your mouth that we're telling you not to do, and you're doing it. That's an addiction." I'm like, "Fuck."
That is. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Right? So, the universe is talking to us through our own clients, and we like, they don't even know. It's like, y so they're a gift as well as we're giving a gift, you know?
I think some of the funniest readings are when spirit is like, "Okay, now Rachel, you have to tell this person what happened to you, and you have to give them an example of a very deeply personal issue that you went through." So I laugh a little and then I'm like, "Spirit says that I must share with you." And then I say the whole thing and I'm like, "I can't believe I just told them that. I told them my personal life." But Spirit wanted me to, and apparently it helped them.
It does, but it makes them feel not alone,
Yes. It's so
right?
strange to me that we always, at some point in our lives, feel alone when we're all going through similar things. We don't have the same life, but we have a lot of similarities happening. Yeah.
Bingo.
Mhm.
Bingo. Um And something I've been encountering, which I know is part of the energies of March too, a lot of resistance coming up for people.
Mm. Yeah, that's where it's
Yeah.
important to go into the observer, like you were talking about. I'm gonna have to remind myself of that every day.
Well, we'll just keep texting every day. I'll be like, "Be the observer today, Rachel." "Okay, Sam. You too."
I'll say, "Damn it, okay."
Like, your alarm clock can be like, "Dun, dun, 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 be the observer today. Wake up and observe the day." And you'd be like, "Okay, shut up."
Turn that off, yeah.
And then the snooze button will just keep making it louder and louder, you know?
Oh, I love when I set the alarm and I'm like, "I'm gonna wake up at 6 every day this week." And that happens, like, one time, and the rest of the time I'm like, "I need to rest." Oh, well. Rest is super important.
It is.
All
And I
right, no one is on here, but any other messages that you wanna share? I
let
just
me get a so this is uploaded to something, right?
Yeah, so it's, gonna be available on I have it streaming to my YouTube channel, LinkedIn, Facebook, a couple of
Oh, wow.
face my personal and Facebook
I didn't know you could
business
do all
page.
that. That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, StreamYard just does it for you, so you don't have to repost all the places. Yep.
Hence why I am not a business coach. I am a spiritual trauma-informed coach. 'Cause
Yes, you are.
I'd be like, "I don't know how to do that. Sorry. I can't even post normally." So I feel like giving a message to the collective then for whoever watches it is meant to watch it. If you wanna
Love
do
it.
it too,
And someone
or
just popped on too, so maybe they'll hear it as well. Great.
Alright, beautiful. So let me just go in, see who wants to come forth, unless the person whoever popped on, if they want a reading first.
If you would like a reading, please comment.
Otherwise, I'm gonna go in and get a little message for everybody. for whoever rewatches this.
Right.
Now is, StreamYard is it StreamYard? Yeah.
I'm using StreamYard. Yeah, we are.
Does it we are. Does it, is there, like, a monthly fee to it or anything like that?
It depends what you want to use it for. So there's like a free
Okay.
option and then there are paid options.
Okay, 'cause I might download it, I like it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'll just go in and get a message. As I do, I just set the intention to call in the higher selves of all of those in humanity that are willing and ready to receive a message from Source, from a compassionate being of light to support you in your times to come. So I'm being placed on a horizon, and there's a huge field in front of me. There's a bunch of crops growing behind me, and in front of me, it takes a while, but there's a big, giant rainbow. And I have Merlin coming in, main man Merlin. And oh, he's telling me to connect to Melchizedek, so hold on.
Mhm.
Um, so Melchizedek is bringing forth the message of not losing hope. To know that it's okay to not have a plan. To know that it's okay to not know how to get somewhere, and it's okay to have struggles. It's okay to have pain. It's okay to feel suffering. It's okay to get sick. It is all okay. And to know that in the little glimpses of suffering, you are that light of hope, and to not lose that sight, to not lose that sight of hope, to notice what brings you hope. Is it seeing children play? Is it seeing a little butterfly fly? Is it seeing a rainbow? Is it seeing the clouds clear and after a rainstorm? What is it? What brings you a sense of hope? Because in the times of feeling like you don't know what's going on, you don't know what to do, what brings you hope? And bring that image into you, because that is your guiding light. That will bring you closer to that rainbow. That will bring you into the horizon of new beginnings. Because there are so many new beginnings to come, dear ones. There are so many. But right now, we are in a very standstill moment. Despite the destruction happening around, we are in a standstill. So to know in those stagnant moments, to keep your eye on that hope, to bring that hope into your heart, because you are the horizon. And the more you bring that vision of hope, the more you go to that horizon. We are not here to just be. We are here to explore. We are here to be, as Rachel said to Samantha, a child at play. But first, we have to know that that's okay. And it is okay to just be in anger and frustration and sadness and worry and in despair. But to know that that is not your story, that is just a thought. So, all I ask for you in this month of March and in the times to come, to keep your eye on hope, whatever that may be, and to know that everything in your past is no longer, but it has brought you to this now moment, and you have a choice. You have a choice which step you walk. You have a choice which door you open. You have a choice to fly above or walk over. You have a choice. And there are so many beings here to support you. I being one, Samantha and Rachel being two, being three. There are so many to help you feel and know that there's hope. You are so loved and so, so, so protected. I love you all. Beautiful.
Very beautiful. I
Beautiful,
love
beautiful.
that.
It
Thank
felt
you,
good.
Samantha.
Thank you, Rachel. I love you muchos.
I love you very, very, very much.
Grande, yeah. Wait, is that a word? Grande. Grande.
Grande, yes. Good. Starbucks coffee grande. Is that
I
what-
never know how to order I don't drink coffee, but, like, I used to get tea, and I'm like, "Can I just have the little one?" And they're like, "Well, what's that?" I'm like, "I don't just give me the little one." Thank you. Give me the
smallest
$7 one that's this big, sure. Like,
not the $14 one.
yeah, the $7 one. It's fine. I won't drink it anyways.
All right. Sending love to you and to everyone watching.
Yes. Thanks for this spontaneous thing. I know it contacted you a couple hours to do it, but I just wanted to be in your joy.
It's fun. I love being in yours as well.
All right.
Have
We
a
love you,
joyful
people.
time. Love you. Bye.
Bye.